pricing can sound real good when it comes to the idea of us getting top dollar for every transaction. I mean, come on. Most all of us like knowing that we're making really great money for the work that we do as an indication that we are freaking killing it in business and getting to live a life we love for it. I've seen a lot of professionals adopt a premium pricing model in a way that actually is a very good move for their business. However, I've also seen people who were a little too quick to jump into premium pricing in a way that really hurt their brand. Adopting that strategy incorrectly can crash a brand hard and fast in a way that is very difficult to recover from if it doesn't completely close the doors on that business. I don't know about you, but I would much rather adopt an approach where I help the market intentionally progress towards the pricing that I'm trying to reach versus having to totally eat crow and not just looking like an ass, but looking like a broke ass in front of everybody because I thought I was going to jump to premium pricing and couldn't really back that up. So before we go any further, understand that when I am talking about premium pricing, I am not in any way saying you should or shouldn't adopt it. I'm not doing this video as being for or against it. I am really more for you appreciating its value as part of your overall picture and strategy. When we talk about premium pricing, any pricing strategy really, we're not just talking about your revenue strategy, but your brand strategy. Pricing is one of many elements that helps to send very distinct signals and messaging to your ideal market. It tells the market what to expect, maybe in terms of quality of your products or services, of your authority, your expertise. I mean, you name it. There are so many different things that it says. Understanding that is key for us getting this right in a way that really helps your business win. Now, also understand, I am in no way arguing for you to lowball prices, undercut your competitors as a way to get more sales, or to resort to discount pricing because maybe you feel like you don't have enough value. Each of those things, especially when you're talking about discount language, there is a time and a place for it, and there is a time and a place where it could absolutely hurt your brand, and I don't want to see that happen to you. Really, what I want to do in this video is take the time for us to be prompted to be a little bit more intentional about how we approach the pricing strategy that we're implementing, right? Are you pricing because you've established a solid track record and rapport to be able to determine that you have like higher value to bring? Maybe the demand has increased in a way that says that that higher price point is not just good, but necessary for your business to keep going. Or is it that you're just saying, you know what, I'm just going to charge a premium price because it sounds good, because it sounds like I'm going to make more money. What I often see as being a major hang up and challenge for people is when they use the premium pricing model more for ego than expertise. It doesn't make sense to me to have a business where I'm saying that I charge top tier prices, but I really only have maybe 1 or 2 people say yes in a year. Meanwhile, I'm getting smoked by somebody else who's doing the same or similar work that I am, and they're running like an 8 or 9 figure company because they had enough sense to get this right. Like at the end of the day, I want to find that sweet spot where I'm getting to run a strong, reputable company that is also turning over really great profits for doing really great work. That is a stellar spot for me. I want people to smile when they were cutting my paycheck. I don't want people to be hesitant or to have a fear that maybe they overpaid and didn't really get out of it what they hoped or expected. And I think that's part of what a lot of people are running into as a challenge when it comes to these premium pricing models. Another thing that is a big hang up is when people are quick to jump to the premium pricing models, maybe because they want to use it to establish a certain positioning. They want people to perceive them as an authority, but they don't really have maybe the portfolio or the work product or the track record to substantiate that. I've seen people that have come to me saying, hey, they want me to refer them business for like business coaching or you name it. And I'm looking at maybe their LinkedIn profile or something else, and I don't really see any evidence of even them doing any business coaching, rather much them helping people get results doing that. So you got to be mindful, like what is it that people are hearing and what is it that people are seeing? Does the pricing model that you're looking to implement actually make sense? Another caution I will give here is when we're posting content that doesn't give the actual, like I wouldn't normally broadcast rates, right? But if I go on Instagram and I post a video telling you not to expect to get anything less than premium pricing out of me, like I'm sending that message loud and clear. that in itself can be a double-edged sword, because on the one hand, maybe it deters you from people who would not really fit your profile. Maybe it keeps people from like bogging down your inbox, constantly looking like, hey, can we meet up? Can we do work? Like if they already know that you're not really in their budget, then that kind of helps to filter that out. Other side of that, though, is sometimes you'll have people that are very much ideal clients that very much have the means to cut you a check, but they don't really know what you mean by your premium rates that you're referring to ambiguously in that content, right? So if you're just saying premium price, well, I don't know. Is that premium price to you $2,000, $10,000, $50,000? Like, this makes a difference as to how interested I might be in having any further conversation with you. So again, that just being a little bit of caution on that is like, mind your positioning. When we're talking about pricing strategy, especially when we're talking about premium pricing, that is a positioning strategy. You look at brands like Fendi, Versace, Prada, Gucci, their pricing is not because of how much it costs to make their clothes. Their pricing is because their target market values exclusivity, and that price strategy is necessary in order for them to maintain that sense of value to the people that want to set themselves out from the rest of the population as being the elite that can afford it, right? That's also why you see companies like that resort to tactics like maybe they're burning clothes that they don't sell just to make sure that they don't end up on discount racks or something like that, where they might be worn by a population that their target market just doesn't want to resonate with. And I'm not saying a right or wrong. I know there are like all kinds of, this isn't a moral debate. This is just plain and simple what it is. These brands hinder on exclusivity. Now take the nuances of different industries and you can see where like it works for them, it works for the industry, but it wouldn't work so well for probably somebody who's doing maybe like plumbing or HVAC or something like that. Why? Because at the end of the day, I'm not getting any sense of elevated status based off of who it is that I hire to service my heating and air. Like, I want to know that the company is reputable, that they do really great work. I'd like to know that they have great character and that they charge fair prices. And mind you, when I say that, it's fair, not cheap. I said fair prices for what they do, and that at the end of the day, my family is safe, breathing clean air. We really need to be mindful of who it is that we're serving and what the value add is that we are bringing to their lives. If they are looking for us to be, maybe our products or services as a way that they signal to the rest of the world or even to themselves the level that they're at in life, or that maybe to elevate to what they perceive to be the next level, then that's going to be a different value system than when they're looking at like day-to-day product services and things that they can get for probably like 50 other people in your neighborhood, right? So this all being, again, more for the sake of saying, let's make sure that when we are looking to implement premium pricing, that we're doing it in a way that is with solid strategy behind our brands, understanding how we're looking to position within the market and whether or not it makes sense. If your ideal goal is to hit that premium level and be a premium photographer, premium videographer, and don't start with low pricing, right? That can actually hurt those efforts. But maybe start with a good market rate, establish your portfolio or establish your track record, establish a rapport, increase the demand for you and your services, your expertise, your perspective in such a way that people want to be the ones that get to work with you. And that in itself will help you to move that price point up in a way that aligns it better with your overall goals, while also making it something that people are not just saying like, maybe, or okay, you talked me into it, but freaking yes, sign me up. That's a sweet spot that I would love to see you being able to rock with if you're looking to roll with premium pricing or any strategy that you're looking to roll out. I want to see you have a brand that people love doing business with. So if you've appreciated this video in part of that mission with helping to back up and process when is it maybe good or not so good to implement the pricing strategy, or how can we do it in a way that makes sense, go ahead and drop in the comments below what you got. Or even better, if you're already doing it and you have a word of advice that you would give to somebody else that is looking to implement it, drop that in the comments. And before you scoot your way out the door, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can catch more that we have coming your way. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings to you and your business and all your endeavors. Take care. Bye.